Okay, we're just doing some questions from the Cambridge worksheets. Let's differentiate y equals sine of 1 on x. That is the same as differentiating sine x to the power of negative 1. So what do we get? Y dash is, differentiate sine, you get cos x to the negative 1, which is cos 1 on x, times differentiate x to the negative 1. Bring the negative 1 to the front. Drop this power by 1. So therefore, is this okay that I wrote that as cos 1 on x? I can write it as cos x to the negative 1 if you want. Cos of x to the negative 1 times negative 1 over x, no, negative 1 x to the negative 2. What's this going to be? Negative 1 over x squared cos of 1 on x. Are we okay with that? All right, I want you to, I don't know what I wrote there. Differentiate the following. Y equals tan of root x. That means y equals tan of x to the half. So therefore y dash is just what? Differentiate tan, you get sec squared x to the half times, bring the half down, x to the negative a half. Now write this in a nice format, the way the question was written. So therefore y dash is what? 1 over, what do I do here? The 2's down the bottom. The root x is on the top, or the numerator or denominator? Denominator. And then I write sec squared. Instead of writing x to the half, how do I write it? Root x, the way the question was written. Notice the question, there are no powers of a half. Okay? U equals cos x. U dash is negative sine x. V is cos x plus sine x. And V dash therefore will be negative sine x plus cos x. Isn't it? Negative sine x plus cos x is cos x minus sine x. So therefore y dash is VU dash minus UV dash over V squared. So therefore the first derivative is V, which is cos x plus sine x, times U dash, which is negative sine x. Now that's a times. Minus U, which is cos x, and V dash is cos x minus sine x, over V squared is cos x plus sine x all squared. Please don't write it as cos squared x plus sine squared x on the denominator, because it isn't that. It's a plus b all squared. So therefore, if we expand here, we've got negative sine x cos x. Are we okay with that? Minus sine squared x minus cos squared x plus cos x sine x. Are we good with that? Over, expanding this, what do we get? Cos squared x plus. Isn't it a plus b squared? Is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared plus 2 sine x cos x, or cos x sine x, plus sine squared x. Now, okay girls, what can you do on the numerator? Cancel the first and the last term. What can I take out? What is negative sine squared x minus cos? You can take out the minus sine squared x plus cos squared x. And what's that going to be? Negative 1. But what can I do on the denominator? Cos squared x plus sine squared x is 1 plus, well, I can write 2 cos x sine x, or 2 sine x cos x, but girls, you should recognise that as something. It's sine, yes, but we're not done. So it's negative 1 over 1 plus, do they just leave it as 2 sine x cos x? Because it's a 2-unit book.
No, they left it as cos x plus sine x all squared.
Oh, they did? Okay. So if you were, that's fine, but if you were doing this in 3-unit, you'd write it as negative 1 over 1 plus sine of 2x. Okay? If it was in a 3-unit paper. You're not expected to know that for 2-unit. Do you get what I'm saying? So they've probably just left it as, yeah, they left it as cos x plus sine x all squared. No, they won't mark you wrong. Because it has not led to any further cancellation, that's why they've just left it as cos x plus sine x all squared. But it's okay. If you've gone further trying to do something with that denominator but nothing happened, that's okay. All right?